Black World, Black World, Black World TV.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Black World TV. Your news, your views, our world. Well, today's broadcast is about Bobby Brown flying while black in first class, because that's exactly what this story is about. Bobby Brown being kicked off an airplane after an alleged altercation. So Bobby Brown was removed from a Boston-bound airplane on Monday morning after allegedly getting into an altercation before takeoff, thus prompting police to respond. Now listen to the story. TMZ reported that the singer was sitting in the first class section of the JetBlue flight when the supposed incident occurred. But remember, the headline said that he was kicked off the airplane after an alleged altercation that happened before takeoff. Okay, so some people, per TMZ, believe the airline rushed to judgment. Quote, passengers sitting around Bobby say he was not disruptive and did not interfere with the flight crew, the tabloid said. Although he admitted to drinking before boarding, he was not being difficult and did not make a fuss when he was told he couldn't have a drink, unquote. A rep for JetBlue said the singer was removed from the aircraft prior to departure after crew members observed indications of intoxication. The statement continued, the decision to remove a customer from a flight is not taken lightly. In this instance, the customer was offered a seat on a later flight. The customer declined and was issued a refund. Well, the situation led to an airline ordering all passengers off the plane. However, upon exiting, Bobby was reportedly held at the entrance door until police got there. So basically, he was being slightly ridiculed or intimidated by being held at the entrance door until the police got there. It wasn't like he was a threat or anything, but just to make a scene in front of all the other passengers. I'm going to assume that most were white. He was being held at the entrance door, made an example of, and he had to wait there until the police showed up. Now, mind you, as I stated, the beginning of this article, they're saying that it was because he allegedly got into an altercation before takeoff. There was no altercation. But yet, this is how the mainstream media leads their articles off. So, this Bobby, it says that the situation led to the airline ordering all passengers off the plane. However, upon exiting, Bobby was reportedly held at the entrance door until police got there. Now, while surrounded by 4 police officers, because again, he's a black man and you have to, show a sign of force by the police when you're dealing with black men. So there had to be at least 3, maybe 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 police officers. In this case, it was 4 police officers that were surrounding him. The singer reportedly yelled that he needed to be at his brother's funeral. A Brown family source told TMZ that Bobby was actually headed to the funeral of one of his cousins, as his only brother passed 3 years ago. Bobby was not let back onto the airplane, but the rest of the passengers were. The flight departed without Bobby. Well, family, my YouTube listeners, I want to say that this is another case of flying while black in first class. This situation is one of numerous other examples where black people have been ridiculed for one reason or another while sitting in first class. And it's always dealing with another person that is usually white. And it's always when a black person is in first class. It's as if white people do not want to see black people succeed rather, and be in first class sitting there with you. It's I don't understand the reasoning behind it, why there's so many different situations where black men are being, or black women, it doesn't even have to be black men per se. Black women have also experienced issues being in first class. But recently there was a case on the United Airlines where a little girl had her support dog, not her the other type of dog, I forget what they're called, service dog, where there's laws behind that, but she had her support dog, meaning just some dog to help her with her get over her little fear of flying or deal with her feelings. But a black man was kicked out of first class and kicked off the airplane, mind you, because the little girl's support dog, which caused him an allergic reaction, instead of the airline removing the girl and the dog and placing them in the back of the plane away from this man who paid for his first class ticket, well, they decided to remove the black man out of first class and off the plane. Exactly what they just did to Bobby Brown. So what I'm saying and what I'm proposing is black people flying while black in first class is a major issue, especially to white people in this country. I say that not to be racist, but to be factual, that we see this one too many times where black people are being intimidated, bullied, or ridiculed while sitting in first class. Anyways, you tell me what you think. The comments section is open just for you. Thank you for tuning in to Black World TV. May you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other broadcasts such as this one. Thank you.